Hey you guys, it is TsubakiSwagg and I am very happy because I'm finally at home alone. So I can talk how loud I want to and not give a damn. but, anyways, today I'm going to be doing two reviews. This is the first part because, as you all know, episode 346 and 347 of Naruto came out today. And instead of trying to lump them both in one video and having that video be like 15 minutes long, I'm going to put it into two parts. So, of course, I'm going to do 346 first, which is World of Dreams. And I feel like this episode was very important in the story so far because it's showing pretty much how things got started with Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato, and like how they started the Akatsuki and their thoughts and their ideals, and how Obito, well, Toby, influenced them. Well, he introduced himself as Madara because this was before the war even happened and before anybody knew that Obito was still alive. So he introduced himself to them as Madara, and they pretty much called him stupid or a really good criminal for introducing himself as such, since everybody known that Madara was supposed to have been dead by now. Obito was the only person who's met him since Madara went into hiding all those years ago. But in that, Obito was trying to put his ideals pretty much not necessarily onto Yahiko or Konan, but more to Nagato, because Madara implanted his Renegons into Nagato. So he wanted to use Nagato for his own benefit, but he felt like his ideas were going to benefit everyone in general and not just himself, because of course, yeah, he wanted to see Ren again. He wanted to see her alive, but he wanted to pretty much take all the hate and misunderstandings out of the world and just bring peace, so that way nobody would have to go through all this bad stuff anymore. Even though it wouldn't be real, he didn't want anybody to go through all that bad stuff anymore, which is understandable, but the way he went about it, me personally, I don't feel like that was the right way. So, in that, so Obito, as Madara, tried to talk Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato into going along with his plan. And Yahiko, being who he is, was like, no, we fight for peace, and this sounds a little bit too convenient. The plan sounds too convenient. So Yahiko pretty much told him not to come near them again, and pretty much never to approach them again. So they went about their business, and then as time progressed, they were protecting a village that was in between the the stone and the leaf village, because those two villages were fighting against each other, and as long as that village was going to be in between and not necessarily have a territory, it was going to be in the middle of the war. And Yahiko, Konan, and Nagato decided that they were going to protect this village. Even though they weren't a part of this village, they were going to protect the village and the innocent people within it, because they knew from experience about what it feels like to be like war orphans, because all three of their parents got killed during the last war when they were younger. So they understand, and they want to protect that village. And telling the people who attacked them from I believe it was the ground or earth village, telling them about their ideals made them pretty much turn over a new leaf and join them. And eventually more people started joining in with their ideals of peace and not killing others to bring peace. And this is how the Akatsuki was formed. So originally the Akatsuki weren't formed to be assassins and kill people and shit. No, it wasn't originally made for that. It was originally made as a way to create peace without suffering. It's very noble, isn't it? But it didn't turn out so noble after a while. So that was pretty much the bulk of the episode, was them like forming the Akatsuki. But also in this episode, you kind of see a love interest between Yahiko and Conan, because Conan got like a little, one of her origami butterflies flew to her, well, flew to, actually it was like Yahiko and Nagato. They were standing up on the balcony when Conan went, like, walked outside, and it was a message from one of the other people in the Akatsuki, and he was pretty much telling her that he liked her and he wanted to know how she felt about him. And Yahiko got so freaking jealous. It reminds me of like an older Naruto a little bit. But he got jealous, and Nagato was like, "Don't you have something to do?" And Yahiko was like, "Yeah, I gotta use the jar," and then like ran away. But he actually went outside to Snoop, and he saw pretty much Conan's, like, he didn't hear what she said, but he pretty much saw her telling him that she doesn't have feelings for him. And he bowed and left, and Conan was like, "I know that y'all are there, Yahiko and Nagato." And Yahiko asked her what she said to him, and she said that she told him that pretty much she doesn't have time for a relationship until the Akatsuki's dreams come true. And then she smiled over her shoulder, and then she went to pretty much train with Yahiko, and you could tell that they like each other, which is what Nagato said. Nagato told him that he feels like Conan likes him too. So that was pretty much the end of the episode. It was pretty awesome. I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh, it's so precious. But but anyways, as always, please go and watch my next episode. It will be up. I will try to put them up at the same time. So go watch my next video for 347, The Creeping Shadows. But anyways, please, please, please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And as always, this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.